What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Thank you for that kind interruption.
Oh, my bad. Whoops.
It's good.
Don't interrupt me.
Anyway, so somebody decided to let both of us into a prior pre-show, which is fantastic in itself. Um, Nexus and I think we're together, what was it, 7 years ago, buddy?
Roughly. I joined in 2016, and yeah, it was roughly 7
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah, 7 years ago. We had a fun time.
Built up a
From me,
division.
you,
Yeah.
Silvo, and TR, and
Yeah.
God knows what it became. Discord becoming a thing, and now it's like the
Oh.
platform of choice for everyone.
Oh, yeah,
You're sitting there
because we
going, "We
started on
discovered this!"
Kick. We
Oh
started
my
on
god,
Kick.
and then
The
we had
ability
GroupMe for a hot minute.
the ability to just drag anybody into a chat that you didn't wanna see spawned in a lot of not so good things and a lot
Yeah,
of really funny
robots.
things. Like, I do remember some of our current leaders here were guilty of this. The "Was up" chat.
Oh god.
Everybody changed their faces to the ghost face mask with the tongue sticking out, and everybody, pull random people in and just like, "What's up?"
You know,
People people that left got dragged back in.
you're back here, you can't escape.
You
This
literally
is your
couldn't
new
because
horror
that's
movie.
Kick. And then I was like, "We probably need to switch over to Discord."
And we had no, we did Kick, and then we had a good 6-month stint into, GroupMe, which
Oh,
was
yeah, that's
we can
right,
have
we did
calendars.
experiment with that.
I remember us using that, and then you discovered Discord,
Yeah.
and you're sending me messages. I'm at work sitting on my laptop going, "What is this hell?" And you're like, "It's gonna be the best new thing ever." Every division had its own Discord because I don't know why we didn't centralize anything then, but now look at us now. We're just all in a giant central place. I just punched my microphone. It's a great day.
Well, at least nobody heard it because I didn't, and if
Oh.
I didn't hear it, it didn't happen. Looking
Bounce in
at
my
you,
head, that works.
looking at you. But
Looking this way, I think.
well, I was looking at the mic or the camera. What are you looking at?
I was trying to look at you.
If I wanted to look at you, I have to look at the opposite way,
Yeah, same. I have to look this way.
or I could look like Batman.
I'm Batman. Anyway,
Yep.
so
off topic.
taking a quick look at the poll, we have EO just wrecking CR right now, and who's in attendance. I don't know anybody in CR. If you want to like go shout out your squads, your friends, your officers, anything to make this number a little bit better, because we're just getting like plummeted, like pummeled hard, not in a loving way in any way, shape, or form. There, guys. I mean, but shout out to EO for attendance. We appreciate it. We love that you guys are here. So we really took a shot on this pre-show. I don't know if we did any real planning. We did do a fun run through of, this entire event. You're going to have a lot of fun. We have anatomy. We have Soph coming in here, and they're all going to do the whole of the year portions. Nexus and myself will be going through a couple of awards as well. How are you guys feeling? What are you thinking? Who's hyped up to hear who won everything?
I know I am.
We
did a quick run through, but there's a lot of names that excite me, and a lot of names that I remember.
You're excitable, though.
Oh yes, I am always in a constant state of excitement. Not the bad type of excitement. This is Twitch. Family friendly.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is Twitch. We have to be semi-appropriate, I guess.
I didn't know that was in the rules.
Yeah, pop across the screen here for a minute. I'm checking out the chat now. I'm getting told, check out the chat. I'm being told to look at your Discord here. What do you got going on? Let's see. Hold on. We're going to scroll down here. 31 of you in a chat. Dear God. That's some numbers there. That is support and love that we really do enjoy to see. What are we sitting at here? I'm not in my closet. Lay off.
In his defense, who puts their dartboard in their closet? Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, look above his head. There's a dartboard right there. It's a cabinet.
That dartboard's older than all of you.
Except
that dartboard's older than me.
Except maybe one person here. I don't know who that person would be.
People could get shit for the Marlboro Miles dartboard.
Oh God.
Yeah, it really is. It's a Marlboro branded dartboard.
That's back when cigarettes were healthy for you.
Yeah, they weren't bad. That was before cancer was real.
It's before cancer was real.
It's just a giant conspiracy theory by the universe here.
No, like I heard somebody somewhere like back then you really thought it cured cancer. I'm like, well, that really sucks for them and their theories.
The amount of stuff my uncle managed to win off of the Marlboro stuff, just from like the miles that he would put in. He had fishing poles, sleeping bags, camping gear. The man never went outside in his fucking life.
Yep.
But he had everything to go outside if he ever needed to survive a hurricane, I guess.
Yep, but he never used it though.
No, God, no.
Because they would never give you something that you would use for free.
Oh God, no. He had a lantern. He had like a battery-operated lantern from that. Those are just a different generation of people.
They last like 10 minutes and they start going dim.
At this
point. Battery-operated lantern. 5 minutes of a light, and then you're screwed.
I mean, it gets a little bit crazy there. So, moving forward into this, we've seen everything that happens. We've seen what I'll say. I've been in KSI since I think I joined my freshman year, sophomore year of high school. I had the pleasure of recently in the past month, one of our members pointing out they were 2 when I joined. So, God help us all.
You're old.
I know. It was great.
Show us your cane.
Oh, we got Callie in here saying RD was better than TR. I would argue that one, bud. I would argue that all day.
That's why that's why the TR
Oh, Felix,
the TR div leader went and became the RD director, right? Right, Callie? Right? This guy?
RD lived longer. It did not live longer than TR.
Well,
did it? I don't know. I disappeared at that point.
Well, he's not wrong, but those were different circumstances, and you know it, Callie.
Yeah, there was a whole slew of life took a shit for a few of us there.
We definitely grew faster. We had more fun doing it too.
We had more activity.
So
anyway, though, so Nexus, you joined in. Was TR your first division joining in?
No, I was recruited into SR, synthetic reality.
It was SR.
And
okay.
I was under and trained by a lot of people that y'all know. Final, I think at the name, I can't think of his name. It was Rob back then, but I knew him as Starscream, I think. I don't know. Everybody had some weird thing about Transformers because you had Final never changed his name, I don't think, and then you had a Chili's, which I used Photoshop. His name is Achilles, but I had photoshopped his name. I put an A in front of the chili sign.
Yeah. Chili's. Oh wait, so you mean like literal, like you just put A in front of the word Chili's?
No, like I took the Chili's logo where it has the red pepper and then Chili's written across the bottom, and I put a red A in front of it. That's what I did.
Okay.
It's legitimately what I did, and I sent it everywhere.
This will be a fun one and a throwback for you, buddy. For those who don't know, what was your original KSI gamer tag?
Like my first KSI gamer tag.
Yeah, the first tag you put KSI in front of.
One of the first was KSI No Nipples.
Yeah.
Yes, it was the Kevin Hart thing. I think if I remember correctly, I lost a bet and
You did lose a bet.
I lost a bet. I was like, okay, I'm KSI No Nipples, but then then I used it. I went into the next squad what is it? The next squad's game night, and I started popping people in the head. I'm like, you ain't got no nipples, and you ain't got no nipples.
You were popping in the chat just yelling at people. He said you ain't got nipples. No, and like this is guys, this is before Discord. This is when Xbox was still using its party chat. We were still running on, a maximum of 16 people in a party. And dear Christ almighty, you would just have Nexus pop in, scream this, and then leave with no other words said. He'd just be gone.
This was also in a point of time where I had a habit of leaving any text chats just because, and I'm like, okay, they're like, I will track you down. I'm like, you're gonna have to catch me first. Bloop. They add me back, and I'm like, they found me.
D&D and be a gnome.
Oh no! Well, you have to say the whole thing. Yes, I chose gnome, but
he was Gnomey Nomerson, and his entire life goal was to jump into people's gardens and guard them.
Yes, I was a garden gnome. If you play D&D, the actual character or the race gnome is not a garden gnome. It's actually a whole different thing. But I was just like, I'm a garden gnome, and nobody could argue with me because I wasn't having it.
I mean, we're gonna look down real quick at this poll right now, and I just see endless. Like Chaos is trying, CR is trying its hardest right now. They're pushing. I'm watching that bar like slowly move a little bit, and then Endless just goes, "Nope, we're gonna barrage the chat." I mean, these of the year awards is always a fun time for all of us. It's really a good time to look back and go like, so many people come through these communities. We do a lot of different things here. We have a lot of different programs going on. And it's really nice to be able to highlight these members. And I mean, we're finally a community that's as an organization old enough to drink. We're 21 years old. It's fantastic
Yep.
to see us get to this point.
Yep.
And just really seeing the impact we've had on people throughout this time. I mean, I can say from my own personal perspective, KSI had a huge impact on my life in such a profound way.
Yep. Mine too. It got me through a lot of the darkest times because a lot of things happened. I switched states because of a death in the family, and I didn't really fit in anywhere with anybody right then. So I was just left to my own devices, and then somebody brought me in, and I was like, "Well, I thought that these were all scams and whatnot," and I joined, and a whole bunch of cool ass people. A lot of them, a lot of them are in my current division. I'm not biased or anything. This poll was not made by me, by the way. So
No, none of us have
just
anything
clear
to
the
do with the
air.
poll. Just to clarify some facts here.
Just to
I mean,
clarify,
I
I
would
am just an actor. I am a face with a webcam. That is it.
I'm a
I didn't
speaking
make
head.
anything. I also have extreme ADHD. That's why I keep on bouncing back and forth between topics. But yes,
Here.
to elaborate on your point, this is actually the first year that I've seen anything actually kind of try to be televised. And this is the biggest of the year
Same.
award because a lot of the time that I was in KSI, the of the year awards was like, okay, yay, I won something on the forums. It's cool.
Yep, I got a forum award. Woohoo!
But this is actually like televised. We put in a whole lot of time planning out what we're gonna
There's
wear, what we're
production
gonna
value
talk
now,
about,
guys.
except for here because we're kind of going off the cuff. But
Yeah, we are.
but for
we
the
are
rest
literally
of this,
winging it
for the
here.
rest of this following the pre-show, this was all made for y'all, the members,
Yeah,
everyone.
everything
And
here, like guys, this place will have such an impact on your life in such a beautiful way if you let it. Like I will say that no cap, nothing on that bullshit. Just straight up, if you really embrace what everyone's doing here, like the organization in itself and what it can help you become, it will be one of the best experiences you'll have, and you'll remember it. As we're seeing, like from the Hall of Sevens, I know Nexus, you're in there, and we can check that out too
yep.
from time to time. And we're seeing people like I'm seeing people from 2005, 2006 era come back in, and they're like, "Holy shit, it's still here!" And I'm just like, "Yeah, we're here, guys."
The foundation stands firm.
No matter what anyone says, breakoffs, they come and go, they happen. Omega clans, Alpha clan, whatever the fuck the new term is for this shit.
Ooh.
Everything happens here, but the one thing that I have noticed is that there's this 3-letter clan that stays strong and stands in here, and it's always been here. And I can't wait to see another 20 years from now where we're at with it. Maybe we'll have holograms. And, like, we'll all be watching it on like Facebook's new VR headset at some point. They'll be casting it directly into our brain or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Really, who knows? I'll hang on. My brain is stuck on this one thing. We are 2 votes away from a hilarious joke.
You're really hoping it happens. Come on, 2 more votes, guys. 2 more people vote.
Come on, 2 more.
2 more people. Come on.
Let's do it. There we go. It was there for a second.
Oh, yes.
Let's do it.
No, it's gone. Joke's over.
Joke's over. Okay.
Oh, we ruined it. Good push though, guys. Good push.
Great push.
EO is definitely looking like they might hold this off here. I mean, we are about what? We are 8 minutes. 8 minutes away from starting off, and we're gonna have this of the year launch quick happen. Excuse me, not quick. Just the whole event come through, and we're gonna have a nice fun time with it. I know we're gonna have some commentary from Lyndon and JT. I will preface this all for you. We allowed older generations to have access to technology. Bear with us on how that end looks. They tried really hard, and we appreciate them for everything they've done for us throughout this, but you give the technology illiterate technology, and this is what we're going to have.
Hang on. I saw a shiny object and
What did you see?
Well, I'm seeing all these EOs and CRs floating across the screen, and like you remember
you're
that
actually
one dog?
watching them? No, I've been trying to avoid those. My ADD's kicking way too hard with that.
Yeah, I'm basically that dog from Up. Like squirrel. It's like bouncing across the screen, and I love it.
What's the Pixar, or is it's either Pixar or it's Disney? The movie with the hyperactive squirrel that straight up needs to be on Ritalin, but it's not.
That's
Over the fence.
no,
Under the fence?
no. It had something to do with Red Riding Hood. I don't remember it.
It didn't have anything to do with Red Riding Hood. They were
Yeah, it
breaking
did.
into houses.
There's
to
the
get
big bad
cash.
wolf. It had the big bad wolf
Oh.
in it. Yes, it did.
Over the hedge?
I don't remember. I don't remember the actual thing, but I do remember them
If I hit
referencing
a bullseye, you'll double the next giveaway. Okay.
Sometimes I don't remember my own name. What
Nut
makes
job?
you think I remember
No, that's
names
not
of
it.
movies?
Okay, I'm gonna clarify this here, guys. I am not throwing a dart at that board right now.
Do it.
It will go badly.
Do it.
No.
Peer pressure.
Don't peer pressure me.
Peer pressure.
I'm selling you on eBay. Hold on here. You're not going to be able to see me throw a dart, though. You know
No,
this,
but
right?
we'll be able
No,
to see it fly.
You'll be able to see it hit something, and I'm just going to pretend it's a fucking bullseye.
But we can see.
One dart.
Uno.
Uno dart.
All right. Everybody.
Are we ready?
Ah! It is a ball. Holy shit. How long has it been since you thrown?
About 8 months.
Oh, well, I played just yesterday, so
I mean, I'll take that.
I was getting ready to just straight up say, like, okay, we're all just going to yell bull. But you actually hit the bull.
I mean, I'll take black ring. It's black ring.
It's a bull is a bull is a bull. It doesn't need to be a double bull. It's a bull.
And don't worry what I'm wearing. Didn't plan on getting up here, Dark Angel. So I was like, no darts. I don't
It was hoodwinked. It was hoodwinked. I remember. Term might have sent me a
hoodwinked.
It was hoodwinked.
It was not hoodwinked.
It was hoodwinked. Even Term sent me a DM. It was hoodwinked.
That is not Over the Hedge. I swear to God, is a movie.
No. Nope. Do your research before you argue with me. Even if you do your research, I will reject all of your facts and I will replace it with my own.
Hold on, I'm copying and pasting this. That's a squirrel. All right, we have 4 minutes here. We're going to be kicking off with an intro shortly, coming from JT and Lyndon, really just showing their appreciation for everybody here. So, hand me the squirrel from Over the Hedge. Thank you, Uppish. Thank you.
You said
a hyperactive ADHD squirrel that should be on Ritalin.
Yeah, that's the one that keeps on drinking coffee and he shouldn't be. I'm about to send you a thing.
I don't think it was hoodwinked, Retro. I don't. So, alrighty, guys. We had a fun time with the pre-show. Thank you for having us. Thank you to the streaming team and everyone who allowed our dumbasses on here to really have some fun with y'all. We're going to be having Anatomy and Soph take over shortly, but right now we have a word coming from Lyndon and JT now that will solely express their appreciation for all of you and their love. So let's have them take it away. Remember, guys, it is elderly with technology, and the illiterate is a real thing.
It is. It really is. But you guys enjoy.
These teams have really dug in. They've been doing great. Yeah, I think this new generation really understands and appreciates what KSI brings.
Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate it, Double O and Nexus. KSI has had a special place in many people's hearts for the last 21 years. There has been highs, there has been lows, but we are still KSI. I'm KSI Linden 7.
And I'm KSI JT7. I think it was around this time last year we were below 100 members.
Yeah, we were down there, man. It was a great opportunity, though, to bring in some changes and some new things.
Yeah, I mean, through the years we've had a change, and we've learned a lot through every iteration of KSI, and this one's really come along great.
Absolutely. We finally reached over 1,000 members. Working together, all these teams have really dug in. They've been doing great.
Yeah, I think this new generation really understands and appreciates what KSI brings to them and what they bring to KSI.
Yeah, definitely. Some new and some old leaders who came back. And the great thing is, these old leaders have dug right into 2024 mentality, and it's really just helped things kind of click.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like one day we just kind of woke up and everyone knew what was going on. It was working.
Yeah, and this generation today, honestly, and you and I have both been here for many a years, has really outdone themselves. From the old to the newcomers and everything in between, just really outdone themselves.
Yeah, it looks like we just hit, I think it was over 1,100 members now. And yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I said 1,000 earlier. I can't keep up. The rate at which they're growing is just honestly something I haven't seen, and I can't even count how many years.
Yeah, it's definitely been one of the more successful iterations in recent memory, for sure.
Yeah, especially in the area of clans, that's not really, I wouldn't say it's not really cool to be in a clan, but it's not like we're used to in the original KSI with 20,000, 30,000 people. This day and age, they kind of want to be a part of something, but it's got to be something a little different. And I think we're kind of hitting that mark.
Yeah, I think definitely smaller, more involved, more intimate kind of setting. But I don't think we should really keep people waiting much longer.
I agree. Well, with that being said, on behalf of KSI JT and myself, KSI Linden 7, I want to congratulate all the winners tonight. We are extremely proud of every single one of you and everything y'all have brought to the table and what you make KSI. You are KSI.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And to our runners up, a job well done, but we'll get this going here. Mr. JT, if you don't mind, pass it off.
All right, and we're going to hand it off to your host of the evening, KSI Anatomy 7 and KSI Bubba 7. Take it away.
Take it away, gents. Appreciate it, JT.
Thing we said where we both said we're super ADHD. We forgot to do something, and that is on us, and we apologize. But Nexus, you could start, and then we'll just take it from there, okay, buddy?
All right. It is time to announce awards together. All right. So this one's actually more of an absolute achievement than anything. This is an induction. Congratulations, KSI 7 Arrow, on earning your 7. Oh, okay. I was watching a different screen. For earning your 7, KSI Rooster 7 had this to say about 7 Arrow. Since I recruited 7 Arrow in July, he has gone from active member all the way to Kofo. He was the first successful new gen leader in this rebuild. He had a tough road full of setbacks and challenges while rebuilding and splitting his squad, but he never stopped pushing. He has never complained, is always willing to learn, and doesn't hesitate to go above his assigned duties. That is the sign of a great leader. You will go far here. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
I know we talk about it. The process has changed years over years here of how you get your 7 and what people really go through to earn that. I know when we came through Nexus, it was a whole different ball game than what it is now, but it's really nice to see that tradition still going through here. Next up, we're going to have another announcement for somebody else who earned their 7. We got a screen coming here, I believe. So congratulations to KSI Tyler on earning your 7. So this is going to be a message from Chicago. Tyler, formerly recoverin.org, took over Leviathan in a very bad spot. They were sitting just above 30 and were actually lower than Haven at the time. In a little less than a month, he completely turned around the energy, vibe, and outlook of that squad. Leviathan quickly became a powerhouse of leaders / future leaders, both old and new, that could only be rivaled by those over in Paradox. The growth and focus I have seen Tyler have definitely is deserving of a 7. Not to mention the years of hard work and dedication he had put into .org with me back in the day. But as far as for why he deserves a 7 here, his work speaks for itself. When he is given a bad hand, he works hard to improve his hand and come back to the table when the cards are ready. He has been in KSI since 2014, and so a decade of work and contributions to the community is definitely something to tip your cap to. Congratulations, buddy. I mean, just seeing what you're doing now with the tournaments and events things, those are really coming out well. Squad battles has been amazing. I love seeing this event. It's one of my favorite things to watch weekly. Guys, if you haven't yet, be sure to tune in on the weekends here for our squad battle tournaments that we have going on. But we're going to pass over the mic now to Anna and Soph, and we're going to have some fun in going through the rest of the awards. Congratulations to everyone, but right now it's for earning your 7s. Congratulations, Tyler. Congratulations, 7 Arrow. You guys really put in the work, and it's showing here. So we would just want to give you a tip of the cap there. Anna, Soph, you guys take it from here.
Thank you, guys. It's been a huge honor to have the two of you here. I know, as you guys kind of joked in the very beginning, it was something that, you guys have been around for a while, so getting you guys back and actually into the swing of things is a huge honor to have you guys back, and, thank you, everybody, for helping us out thus far. And yeah, so it's me, Anna. I don't have my sidekick, Bubba, but I got my other sidekick, Soph here. Out of the
Hi,
people.
Anna. It's great being here with you as always.
Oh, thank you,
And
thank
I'm
you.
super, really actually surprised by how great this graphic that Anna made turned out, because I can now wear a gold tie like everyone else and look super snazzy.
Oh no, you do look super snazzy. I would beg. I know it's going to be a controversial take here, but you probably look a little bit better than Bubba. So Bubba was taking
Little
all the
bit.
spotlight from me, but now I'm getting completely shined out by you here. So I appreciate you being here with me, and yeah. I'd also like to take a sec to say, can we just play back, or like at least take a moment to like recognize the absolute like Chad that Double O is hitting the bullseye. I'm gonna be honest, stuff. I don't know if you were sitting there watching it too. Like when he actually hit it, I was like, oh damn! I was
Not
like,
gonna
there's no
lie,
way.
I was shocked by the pants.
I was glad he was wearing pants. I'm gonna be honest.
They were very bright. I enjoyed them quite a lot.
Yeah, there was definitely something where it was like, man, like, like I said, I know Nexus was joking before that he wasn't going to wear pants, and thankfully we didn't have to find out. But yeah, that was an absolute Chad move. So, also congrats to everybody in the chat. Lyndon had put up a thing saying that he was going to double the next giveaway that he was doing. So, with double hitting that, whomever gets that award, I'm not sure if we've actually given that one out yet, but it's a $50 now, so that's an absolute insane amount just because of Double O hitting that. So if everybody could just take a moment and just hype up Double O there, because that was pretty awesome.
And buy yourself a whole new game with that money.
Damn straight. But Soph, if you want to just take a sec, we can both introduce ourselves to the people who don't know. Myself, I'm KSI Anatomy 7. I'm the Director of Digital Service. So all the stuff here getting put on was a lot of the work by myself and my team, so that's who I am. But I couldn't have done it without Soph here being my sidekick, so I'll let her introduce herself real quick.
Hi everyone, I'm KSI Safrosini 7. Most people just call me Soph or Sophy because I know the name's a little much to pronounce. I am the head moderator here, or the mob bus, and I've been in KSI for quite a bit through a lot of different teams, and I'm super happy to be with Anna now today to help do this.
Awesome. And what's kind of funny is, I I think I've joked with you before about it. You sold yourself a little short there. I mean, you were all the way up to ops director at one point. Uh, even joking with Double O and Nexus. I mean, I think Nexus was the closest to anywhere that you achieved in your time in KSI. So, the highest I ever got is where I am right now. So, out of everybody here that's been on stream so far, you technically are the highest ranked member. So, don't sell yourself short.
Nah, no one remembers that. That was so
No.
long ago.
No, I mean the rest of us are pretty old farts too. You're pretty new gen in comparison, but um, I'm excited to start. I don't know if I have anything else to say to hype this up, and I've been thinking about this all day. So I mean, if you're ready, I think I'm ready to jump right into this.
I am ready. I'm super excited to have everyone see who won.
Yeah. So to just kind of explain the process, so everybody kind of knows how we got to where we are, we took the nominations from the actual members in the community to get the actual award nomination. So everybody got an opportunity to write about the members that they feel like are the absolute most outstanding in each of these ranks, going from member all the way up to executive staff, and as well as looking at all the different departments. So things like the web app side, digital service, and community service. So every rank is going to have a member of the year. And just because you don't win doesn't mean that we didn't have a phenomenal year. I mean, if you kind of look at the direction that KSI has taken in these last like 6 months, I mean, I know that people in the chat could probably agree as well. I mean, this has been an absolutely insane KSI build. I mean, the fact that we were going from like sub 30 members to now we're up over 1,100 members in the community. I mean, so it's insane. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
The turnaround time from June to December was absolutely amazing. This community changed completely. It did a 180, and it's so refreshing to see that people managed to band together again and make this place an amazing place to come in game.
Yeah, so regardless of who's actually, honored as the actual member of the year or whatever rank it's going to end up being, I mean, honestly, if you had a part and just obviously watching the stream, watching the video afterwards, or just being a part of the community, I mean, if you've been here this build, I mean, this is the time, like this is the KSI of the like entire existence, in my opinion. This is the actual absolute best generation. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm super pumped. I'm going to have the honors of starting with our member of the year. Our member of the year is going to be KSI Stitch. And this one is going to be sponsored by KSI Iron Bear, the Valhalla senior officer. And they had wrote that Stitch has been a wonderful member to interact with and has always been the person that is welcoming in new members, showing up for events whenever they happen, to be engaged with the squad. He is truly a member that the squad can benefit from with his upbeat attitude, activity, and willingness to help make KSI a place that feels like home for new and current members. So congratulations to KSI Stitch on being our member of the year.
That's quite a
With
big
that,
award to it.
so I mean, yeah, like that's such a great thing. Like looking at like the bringing together people. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the reason why we join a gaming community. So like that's a huge honor and a great thing to hear from a senior officer.
Amazing job to Stitch. And now it is my super honor to announce the veteran member of the year, is someone I know quite personally, and that would be KSI Astro 7, who was nominated by KSI Anatomy 7. And he has to say about her, Astra should be the no-duh choice for this position. She is the most qualified for officer, non-officer that we have. She's constantly working to help members along the way learn about KSI or even just give them a place to hang out. Even given her extreme time zone difference of that minimum 5 hours, she's a beautiful soul, and she is a great vet member that we have. Probably will be the best ever. Astro is an amazing person and always has been. She made my wedding invitations.
No way.
She
That
did. It was
I mean,
amazing.
that is absolutely amazing. That right there, I guess, shows the idea about how KSI is much more than just a gaming community. I mean, Astro, somebody that I've got to personally work with really early on in my time in this KSI build, and is somebody that's been a great friend and great asset. And her and I get to work together pretty like heavily there for a while. And I mean, like I said, she's the absolute no dud choice for that position. So congratulations to Astro. Jumping into this next one, I don't know the way that they want to take it because we did recently change the position title. So they're going to technically get a little split of it. But for our PSP or Cadet of the Year, however they want to see it, it's my honor to announce that it's going to be for KSI Abaddon. And KSI Abizu, our Valhalla squad leader, had this to say about Abaddon, is that Abaddon gives his all in trying to make the squad be active, trained, and happy. He is always talking to people, hosting or co-hosting and attending things. He is always around, supporting everyone or being there for anyone who needs an ear or a good conversation. I've known Abaddon for years. He has never thrown himself into community or squad like he did here. He hit PSP and took off running in full sprint. He really put his heart into the squad and its members. He makes Valhalla feel like family day in and day out. So congratulations to KSI Abaddon on being our PSP or Cadet of the Year, kind of however they want to see it.
That's the thing with KSI. It changes so quickly and evolves so fast that even words change within days.
No, that's true. Abaddon, the way you can see it in my eyes, is you technically won 2 awards and one that nobody else will ever get again. So, so congratulations on that.
Special award. And now we have our very special Officer of the Year award. And that is going out to none other than KSI Osty. His squad leader attitude from Aether has this to say about him. Osty has gone above and beyond in the short time that I have been around him. He has shined through with his ability to recruit members into the squad. He is always in chats and VCs gaming with people. If he sees someone that is looking for someone to play with, he will try to link people together. He even helped create a template for the officers in our squad so we can quickly and efficiently convert ties and be in better communications. Congratulations so much, KSI Osty.
That's such a nice nomination there, because looking at the ability of finding ways to innovate the community still. I mean, that's again, like we mentioned just before, the things in KSI. I mean, everybody has a vote, everybody has a voice, and being able to be a part of the conversation goes a long way. So having different ways of looking at how to better our communications or get things to work together. I mean, that's a core value of our officers, and at the end of the day is kind of what makes the community run and operate. So I honestly think it's probably one of the most honorable positions to be awarded at. So congratulations, Osty. So next, looking at our Senior Officer of the Year, it's my honor to announce that is going to go to KSI Vixen. And this one's being sponsored by our previously not our awarded Veteran Member of the Year, KSI Astro 7. And she had this to say. Vixen has made a significant effort every day to talk to people, make friends, and overall make the community a fun place to hang out. There is never a VC more welcoming than Vixen's. She regularly goes out of her way to speak to members, both in and outside of her squad, and jumps around to make sure she speaks to everyone. Vixen has become a key member of the community and embodies everything a senior officer should be. Vixen has always respectfully and calmly dealt with any issues that have come her way. So congratulations to KSI Vixen on Senior Officer of the Year.
Big congratulations to Vixen. Next up, we have our Squad Leader of the Year winner. I'm super excited. I actually very much enjoy working with this person.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a bias here on this one.
I do. The more I work with people, I do. So that is going to be once the screen comes up. KSI Chicago 7, who was nominated by KSI Medic 7. He has to say about Chicago, when we were in Paradox together, this man came out of nowhere and rose through the ranks like nothing I'd ever seen. My wife had just had a baby and he was there ready to help get my stuff done when I couldn't rely on anyone else. He is always there for every member that needs him, and he took the Paradox split into Catalyst and split it very quickly. Medic does say that Paradox is still better because they will always be number one. Talk about bias.
Yeah,
Chicago
that's a
is
little shade
amazing,
there.
though.
No, he absolutely is. And I know, so for someone like you, I mean, he quickly also rose up to the ranks of being our director of web ops. So
He did,
while
and
he's
he
being
is
honored in this,
fantastic.
Yeah, while he's being honored in the squad leader of the year position, it definitely seemed like it was gonna be a no duh for Chicago to be a part of like our of the award winners. So congratulations to Chicago and everybody that's over in Catalyst. Make sure that you go after Medic there for the little Sladner at you guys. I personally think Paradox, is pretty close, but might be number two. I might need to look into that.
Some
So for the
slander.
next one. Before we jump into the next one, I just want to take a quick peek at what we're looking at for the poll because right now it still looks like EO is absolutely dominating CR at this point. So let's get some CR votes in there, everybody. Jump on in, but looking at the next award, it's going to be for our divisional staff of the year. And I feel like there's no other option here. When we think about this build of KSI, I mean, this person very clearly becomes like the top of everybody's minds. And that's going to be for KSI Rooster 7. And this one's being sponsored by IceSpot, our deputy director of web ops. And he said that Rooster has worked his ass off to bring KSI from the brink. Several of us old farts talked a big game about rebuilding, but Rooster has really put his money where his mouth is and has done so much more than any of us thought possible. It is damn near impossible to overstate his importance to this build. He is an absolute titan. So congratulations, Rooster. And to kind of like how Soph had the opportunity to interject a little personal with Chicago, I mean, I'll throw in the little personal here on Rooster. And I know I've probably told this story before on other streams, probably in the Hall of Fame when we were honoring him with the Silver Outstanding Service Award. But to bring it up again, because I think it's a great story, is that when Rooster and I were both in KSI one of the last times together, we were both division leaders. And like, we had a little bit of a rivalry between us, like a weird, like us being like the little anime club divisions and then being like the redheaded stepchild divisions, as he likes to call it. And we didn't get a chance to work together that much back then. So getting to actually like dive in and working with Rooster and seeing like the work that he's been putting in, I mean, looking back then, I mean, obviously he didn't get up to div leader then over nothing, and he didn't get to where he is now in the deputy director position over nothing. And I think everybody that's in chat, everybody that's in those divisions, whether it be EO or CR, I mean, if you get a chance to like actually meet Rooster and talk with him, it's a great experience. So congratulations, Rooster. I think you're extremely deserving of this.
Absolutely. Even I've not talked to him very much, but you can see how much of a powerhouse he is and everything he's done for this community, and it is so appreciated by everyone.
Definitely is. Definitely is.
So next up, we have our Executive Staff of the Year award. And I'm sure it'll be very surprising for so many people here that it is KSI Anatomy 7. Wow, my buddy
Hey,
Anna.
thank you. Thank you.
This was nominated by Shui7, our graphics supervisor. He has to say that Anna is one of those people who has truly cemented themselves in KSI with the time and dedication. From spending countless hours with very little notice to make over 40 graphics just so the Hall of Fame event went smoothly, to pushing the leaders and staff to be the very best they can be, to overall being involved and active every day in every aspect of digital services and more. I can't think of anyone else more fitting for the award. I have to say, I agree. I have never seen anyone more dedicated to this place than you, Anna. You are a true inspiration.
Thank you. I mean, that means a lot. And I know I'm the only one that's going to be able to actually interject my little thoughts here, but it does mean a lot. And I appreciate everybody that's, helped nominate me to get to this point. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I wouldn't do it if I wasn't having as much fun as I am right now. So thanks, everybody. um, Jumping from there, looking at my own area, being that I am the deputy, or not deputy, I am the actual director of digital service. Now I want to jump into the digital service awards, starting with our digital service member of the year, who's going to be KSI Hazy. We've got two nominations for Hazy here, but for the first one being from New Blue, our media manager, he had to say that Hazy has made some of the most kick-ass graphics for every member who asked. Her work stands above her peers in every way and inspires the team to continue to strive to improve. Anyone who wants an animated profile picture should immediately turn to Hazy. And then Attitude, the Aether squad leader, had also said that Hazy went out of her way to offer all of the Sirens, which is all the female members in the community, for those who aren't familiar, a graphic just because she wanted to. It is not very often that I've seen that happen. Her graphic skills are outstanding and is absolutely shines in her abilities. So congratulations, Hazy. I know I get to see your work all the time. Like Blue had said with your animated stuff. I mean, that's stuff that I can't even do. So, huge shout out to there. And the work you're doing is definitely not getting missed.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in Sirens, and some people actually took her up on it, and she made some absolutely beautiful artwork. It was wonderful to see. Next up, we have our digital services team lead of the year winner, which would be Mars. And Mars, Anatomy has this to say about Mars, which I know he knows her very well. The work that Mars put into social media was completely and utterly unmatched to anything I've seen in KSI social media up to this point. She really pushed us in a positive direction with everything from information about squad promotions, random trivia facts, and my personal favorite, Monday memes with Mars. The work she has done for this community this last year was pretty darn great.
Absolutely. And for those who maybe didn't get to see her work as much, because she did a lot of it behind the scenes, for those involved on Twitter, a lot of the posts that were going up between like October through January were all her. So anything that you thought was super awesome, I would bet any money that it was probably Mars's work. So huge congratulations to Mars. Jumping into our final digital service of the year award, and I think probably my bias, the one that is deserving the absolute most of anybody on this list. No offense to anybody, but I think a lot of the stuff, especially the stream being ran as smooth as it is, you can't like speak digital service without talking about our digital service supervisor of the year winner, who is none other than KSI Term 7. And I I sponsored this one, and to read it off, Term is the only option here. He has rebuilt the stream team and content creation team, making it all the way up to our deputy director of digital service rank. He has been on an absolute success when it comes to getting our Twitch assets set up with our streams, helping get events like our squad battles up and running to the quality they are. The Hall of Fame event was being a huge success, and a lot of that was Term's work. I mean, he's my right hand man in this department for a reason. And even looking at, I know you guys didn't get to see our little bit of a panic before we started the stream, and not to out ourselves or anything, but there was some little tech stuff, and I'm sitting here dumb because I'm like, I have no idea what back like thing on OBS or Streamlabs or whatever. I mean, Term is so smart with that kind of stuff, and he was able to fix it super quick. I mean, this poll system, all the emotes getting spread out over the screens and everything. I mean, that's all Term's work. So it's a lot of stuff that I think is getting very thanklessly done. And again, I think is probably the most deserving person in my eyes. So I'm honored to get you the Digital Service Supervisor of the Year award.
Absolutely well deserved. I often tell people that the people that do the most work are the people that you see the least because they're the ones doing all the work behind the scenes to make things run and you just don't see it. And it's great to see that Term can get appreciated like this.
Yeah, and what's funny, I know nobody else probably knows it, but right before this event, Term had just finished a 24-hour stream. So my man is an absolute legend, doing a 24-hour stream, taking a small rest, and then coming to help host this event. I mean, that's legend material right there.
He truly is. All right, next up, we have our Community Services Member of the Year winner. And that is going to go to none other than KSI Ice Spot 7. This one was also sponsored by Anatomy. And what he has to say about Ice Spot is Ice working as a mentor on the LR team was probably the absolute best position for someone like him. He has spent time working with people in Dreadnought to help them learn and train since they were largely newer generation leaders in comparison to when DC and Rooster were there. He is a great asset to the community. Congratulations to iSpot, who is also our deputy director in web ops, and I find him an absolute pleasure to work with. Anna has great nominations for people, even if he is a little nomination heavy.
It does, to those who are concerned that this seems rigged, I assure you it is not. But like we had talked about there, I mean, iSpot has had like an absolute amazing run, and I mean, just his overall KSI career, but also this build. I mean, he wouldn't have got up to deputy director of web apps for nothing. But even the work that he was doing in community service was something to honor. So congratulations to iSpot. Jumping into our next one for a community service team lead of the year, that's going to be going to KSI Uppish 7. And this one's being sponsored not by me, but rather by KSI Elite 12, the Catalyst squad leader. And he had this to say about Uppish, that he's known Uppish since he first joined the AAP team and truly believes that he's put into the time and effort into the community service side of things, even if it comes to pushing making announcements for people to put up awards, to having the AAP members verify them. To sum it up, Uppish has been a great AAP leadership. With all the awards that we're giving out, that was a lot of Uppish's work done leading up to this. I mean, he and his team rather had to go through, read all the nominations from all the great candidates that we had this year, and kind of make these tough calls on who the actual of the year winners were. So, congratulations to KSI Uppish 7.
Congratulations. AAP monthly awards are enough of it. Just think of what went into of the year when we have so many people and so many great options that they have to choose from.
Absolutely.
Next up, we have our Community Services Supervisor of the Year winner, and that is going to go to none other than KSI Crusader 7, who was nominated by our lovely director, KSI Katana 7. What she has to say about Crew is that KSI Crusader 7 has put a ton of time into ensuring the courts are a fair process. He has consistently brought on new judges and ensured they all had training and know the proper procedures. He has worked on policies to make sure they were ethical and provided proper and fair ability to appeal. With how important the courts are, he has made sure that each of our judges uphold each core value of KSI. He ensures all proper documentation of evidence is done to a high standard, even going above and beyond to work on creating a new website to help make documentation easier and more accessible for our staff in the future. With the amount of time and dedication Crew puts into his work, he is more than deserving of this of the Year award.
I would like to first say, reading chat, both Rooster and Frosty are wrong that RD was better than KB. KB, for those who aren't aware, was Crusaders division. So that's false information right there, guys. Um, but Crusader, I know you were gunning for runner up of the year. I'm sorry we weren't able to give it to you, and that you did such a kick-ass job this year. Everything that you've put in, and now being a deputy director yourself of community affairs. I mean, the work that you and I've done throughout the years and things like that, it was kind of a no-duh that no matter what you put your word to and put your name behind, is going to be the absolute best thing for the entire community. So we really truly thank you for everything that you've done. And then looking at our final award for the night, it's going to be for our Web Apps Member of the Year, and that's going to be going to KSI Attitude. And this is going to be sponsored by KSI Canna, a Dreadnought officer, but also going to be a fellow moderator, which is what this award, for those who aren't familiar, is going to be awarded to. But she had to say that Attitude was always one of the most responsive mods when it came to the role requests. Before joining the mod team, I didn't realize how much you had to do or how much you had to know to do the damn thing. Attitude is always there to help when I had questions and shows me the ropes in the department that is pretty new to me. On top of being a mod, she's an officer and always keeps the squad she's in successful. And that's a lot of squads. For real though, Attitude's an absolute killer mod and a great squadron. She deserves to be the Web Apps Member of the Year. So congratulations there to KSI Attitude for being our Web Apps Member of the Year.
Absolutely. I've known Addie for a long time. She was in my squad at one point when I actually was in a squad. And she's always been she was a mod when I first became a mod. She was everywhere before I was. She was absolutely amazing and still is.
Yeah, so congratulations there. And then yeah, so looking at everybody and all of the awards that were given out, like I said, I would wouldn't say that just because the winners were announced that these were the only people that should be deserving of an award. Everybody that's been here in the community, it's been an absolute pleasure this year going through, being a part of this build, and getting to work with all these different people. What's really cool about the direction right now of this community and this build is that, like Nexus and Double O had said in the very beginning, you've got all different generations of KSI. You've got people from 2005. You've got people like myself from 2011. So if I'm not familiar off the top of my head when you joined, but Soph era too.
I was at 2021, always repping FA for life, y'all. Acid green.
Yeah, so that's that's a little crazy there. I mean, just seeing all the different work and all the different years of KSI coming together and being a part of something so grand, it's absolutely insane. But yeah, so that looks like kind of the end of the event. However, I know Lyndon had a very awkward video there for a second, but I know he's here in the call with us and wanted to interject a little bit. So Soph, unless you had anything else, I've got no problem turning it over to our boy Lyndon for some final wrap up points.
No, I am so happy that we got to do this, and congratulations to everyone that was nominated and won.
Lyndon, if you want to take it away.
Hey, folks. KSI Lennon 7 here. Can everyone hear me? Yeah, I can hear it. Great. All right, so I wanted to jump in here at the end really quick. Take this opportunity to thank Anatomy and Soph here for being the OTY host for us this evening. I also wanted to go ahead and thank Double O and Nexus again for doing our pre-show. Y'all did an outstanding, above superb job. Yes, I am not a video editor, so our intro video there is not the best thing in the world, but it works for what we needed to get done in that pinch. But I really did wanted to come on and thank everyone from Sophie to Anatomy to Double O to Next, Term in the background, all the work that was done with the videos, the transitions, the graphics, the getting the names together, the people that helped put the votes together, the areas on the other side, Katana, Vic, we could do this all day with names. But the big picture here is I really wanted to come up and personally say, without being a pre-recorded, thank you everyone that is in here listening. Thank you everyone that may watch this later. Everything you do is for the greater of KSI. Everything y'all have done has just excelled KSI beyond any imaginable possible stance. So I really wanted to take this opportunity to thank you, everyone, from our executive directors all the way down to our newest members. You are all KSI. I love every single one of y'all, and I appreciate everything y'all do. That's all I got. Thanks, Anatomy and Sophie.
Thank you. High honors. So without having a good way to wrap this up, I am going to awkwardly turn it over to Soph to wrap it up.
Oh, thanks, because I was totally expecting this. Thank you so much, Anna, for preparing that for me. Really don't have a sign off then. I just want to thank everyone who came to the stream. This is probably, I think, one of our highest amount of viewers in a stream. Wouldn't you say, Anna?
I think it is. I definitely think it is. I saw peaks up to 95. I'll get the stats at the end, and if anybody's curious, you can reach out to me, and I'll go ahead and figure out the stats there.
And also, congrats to EO. You won that voting poll, and you apparently rule KSI. Great job, EO.
Congratulations. So, from Soph and I and Term and everybody else that had a part of this, it is that's it. That's the show. So, have a great night, guys.
I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go strong?